You're listening to the Caramel Apples Podcast, the apple snack that brings you a retro vibe, both crunchy and sweet, with your hosts, Kennedy Rizzo and Cooper Lee. Hey there, Coop. How are you doing this week?
I'm good, Kennedy. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm excited about what we're going to be talking about today.
Me too.
So, on this week's Apple Snack, we're going to be discussing a most nostalgic time of year, and we're right at the cusp of it. In fact, we're really almost there. We've had a really fall time like week this week, haven't we, Coop?
By far, this is the most cherished time of year. Autumn is
Oh,
just
yes.
amazing.
Uh, it is actually your absolute favorite time, isn't it?
It is. If it was 365, that would be okay with me.
Yeah, it's there are some things about it that are very cherished memories. When you think back, like fall time's my second favorite because summer is my first.
Yes, yes. You love to be in the sun and you love the pool time. So that's how you unwind. Yes, I get it.
Yes, but then when it comes to fall time, your favorite time of year, what are those things that you can think of that make you feel like, yes, this is relaxing, I can unwind?
I would have to say, hands down, pretty much just even the air,
Hmm.
the smell of burning leaves anytime you're just driving along and it'll hit you. It's like, oh, it instantly takes you somewhere. You're like, yes, I love it, fall has arrived.
Oh, yes. No, that's a good start. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, and I would also say, I think we've talked a little bit about it before. I like the wardrobe for fall.
Oh, yes, she's the shopper, people.
Yes, you give me a cute pair of boots and I'm ready to go. So
She does.
boots, hoodies, just the whole wardrobe, everything about fall is just brings a smile to your face, I'd have to say.
So, do you already have your list scrawled out what you're going to go get this year?
I am not started working on that list yet, but as soon as I get that going, I will let you know.
Oh, her hubby's going to kill me. He'll be like, see the bad influence you can be? It's like, we were doing good. It was nice and quiet there for a while. Sorry, brother-in-law. So sorry. Now,
He's
like
accepted
what?
it.
Of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. Now, like I know a couple of the things that I really like about fall, and I think you probably tapped me into it. Is like hot cider.
Yes.
Like she's a cider person. Like I mean, I love cider, but I think when I saw some like her Coop enjoying it, like she's like, oh, it's got to be this temperature, and she's got her blanket, watching movies, and it was like, yes, I want some hot cider too.
And a little bougie about hot cider, right?
Uh
It's
huh.
like
Uh huh.
we have a couple local orchards, but there's one in particular that their cider is by far the best, hands down. Like
Mm-hmm.
buying it from the supermarket won't do. Like if you can get your
No.
hands on a particular one, it's like, oh, this is what dreams are made of.
Yeah, because that's what you get at the supermarket. It's straight. You might as well just go get you some apple juice. It's very, very diluted.
It is. But you know what? There is a little caveat, and our sister-in-law actually turned us on to this. There's this brand that you can get. It's a powdered mix, and it will do in a
Yes.
pinch. It really would.
Oh, so good.
Maybe because you can put how much water you want in there, so it's not, you can make it more appley if you want, or you can add a packet or two if you need.
It's so good. And it's that tang
Yes.
to it. It's so good.
It's very good. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. That is totally for fall. Yes.
Yes, and thank you for renewing my appreciation for hot cider because you know. Okay, so you just mentioned a minute ago about smell of burning leaves or wood in the air.
Yeah.
So that puts you in mind of thinking of like if you have a nice pit fire in your backyard or in a, if you're camping or a bonfire, like at a hayride or a party or something. Which, of course, it's the pandemic, so social distancing. Be safe about it. Um, but you still can enjoy those things because you are in the great outdoors at this great time of year.
Right. And you remember when we were growing up, there was a family that they would put on a hayride every year. And I
Every
do think
year.
they did it mainly for the kids because there were quite a few of us running around. But it was so much fun. We'd go out on the hayride. That would last, was it about an hour?
Yeah, roughly, because we do it right before, because the sun started sinking. So, like,
Yeah.
to get ready for the bonfire. So, yeah, I think you're right. Hour and a half, something like that.
Yeah, and then we'd go out and around the fields and into the trees and everything, and then we'd come back. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was my first memories of ever having Rice Krispie treats. So somehow Rice Krispie treats are wrapped up into fall time as well.
See what she's doing to you, orchard archivers. Now you're going to have to go get cider, Rice Krispie treats,
And you can get a caramel apple or two if you want.
throw those in there as well. Oh, wait, you already did. You're listening to us today.
Hey,
Good
mark
job.
that off your list.
But yeah, like the scene we're talking about, like with the hay rides and like with the golden fields, the trees changing color. Um,
Yes.
this is the stuff you see in movies. Like they actually, like if you look at a good old time nostalgic film that was set in like the East Coast, New England states, or in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I think they capture the epitome of fall because we're here in the Midwest. This is where you see the crux of the season. We have the
Yeah.
trees, we have the like the dried corn and stuff. When you think of some of those movies back when they always showed cornfields that are ready for harvest. Like we see that when we're in the fall time here.
Yes, it's a daily occurrence and it's beautiful whether it's a sunny day, whether it's a cloudy day.
Yes.
It's just gorgeous and the air is just I don't know. Besides the leaves, it just seems cleaner. I don't know. It's probably not cleaner. It just seems open or something. There's something about the air. Even the sky looks different in fall
Yeah.
time.
Yes, less humidity and it does seem crisper. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing some apple picking here soon with one of our good buddies. Um,
Yes.
we're
Yay.
excited about that. We're going to go to the orchard here. And
Yes.
some of the
In fact, that's the orchard we go to for the apples. And the other orchard I was talking about is the one that has the better cider. So go figure. But we give them both business.
that's right. We give them love.
We do.
But our buddy, she's great. She is a complete country girl and she loves her canning. She loves baking. So, like in the summer, we went berry picking, and that was fun, very summertime. But now, we're going to go apple picking.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No, just she's got serious skill in that area. Like she puts a lot of people to shame.
yeah, she does. Or we're like, oh, we can't keep up. We really can't. So, we mentioned cornfields. So, what about cornfields that you like there, Coop?
Okay. This is one of my secret passions. I love a corn maze.
Uh huh.
But I'll tell you what, I will base a trip on where corn mazes are. Because it's like I would love to hit one up everywhere we went. Um, but I will say this: I do think the smaller corn mazes have more fun to them. Like I know there's one in particular, one of my favorites. That's no longer around, sadly, but they had it so that when you went. your objective was to find the certain, they had different hole punches everywhere. Like they had different designs like diamonds, and I think there was like a clover, and there was just different hole punches that you would punch your card with. So
Okay.
that was your objective of going through, was finding all these hole punches. And if you found all of them, you got like a free soda or free hot chocolate. It was something simple. It was simple, but it was
Cool.
fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I think the smaller it is, not too small, because then it's really, you're in and out real quick, and that's not any fun. But if it's just like medium size and not like a lot of different ways in and out of it, if there's only one way in and one way out, I think you're set up for a good time.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And one of the corn mazes we went to together with our family, it's probably about maybe a half hour away. But anyway,
Yeah.
the road that it's on, you get to the end of the road and here's more neat nostalgia. It's almost like a movie. There's that covered bridge, like that old school, old time covered bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like single lane.
It does, it totally puts you, like you said, in the mind of a movie.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so another thing Coop mentioned when we were doing research um, was what was that? What is everybody's like religion around here?
The fall fragrances.
Oh yeah, that's our religion. Partial one anyway.
Were you talking about the Rennie
Oh, that's her religion
Fest?
personally.
I'm
One
with you
more.
now. Football.
Football.
Our
Yeah, that's
listeners were
everybody
like,
else's.
we were already there. What took you guys so long? We went around the barn. We went through the barn and around the barn. Okay.
And even
So
painted
yes.
it.
So yeah, football, you got a lot of parents out there that they got their kids in it. So it's, whether it's pee-wee football, but big time for everybody. People are going to the high school football games. They're ready to get back to it. The college games, sorry about that. And, I know personally in our home, it's football Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. There's a game on, we're watching it.
Yeah.
So, whether
Uh-huh.
we have to record it or not, that's a different story. But we pretty much stay caught up on all the games that are going on. So
Yes. So that's a nice fall time memory, and we probably could go on and on about that topic alone. Um,
yeah.
but I want to backtrack real quick and talk about how you like the Rennie Fest.
Okay. I honestly, if I could do the Renaissance Festival every day of my life, I would.
She's not joking.
Yes, I am one of those Rennie dorks. I am completely dressed up. I am in the moment. I love it because when we do it, we get stopped for pictures. People are like, "Are you part of it?" No, we're not. But I guess they think our costumes are real enough that we look like we're part of it. So that's cool. Because we're into it. We're about it. So um, I'm sure there's plenty of pictures floating around out there of us with people taking pictures with us. It's like they have no idea we have this podcast, but
Right? They're like turkey legs up.
right. You were just that awesome pirate, I guess, but it is what it is.
Totally awesome. So this is Apple Stack. So we're almost out of time, but we're going to talk about real quick, some of the fall time scents, like from our favorite retailers, and that's Bath and Body Works. Um,
Yes.
what are some of your favorite fall time scents or fragrances from them?
Well, I still have one that I got from last year, and you told me about it. Um, it was, I think it's the blueberry pancakes with maple syrup or something.
Oh,
I have not burned that candle yet. I'm so afraid. Oh, yeah, I know.
good. They're like that because I mean, like, I don't know. We do hoard stuff from them because you never know if it's gonna be the kiss of death. But
Oh, right.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so blueberry pancakes. Any other ones that's your favorite?
I would say that's probably my favorite fall time one. What about you?
I like the pumpkin apple candle.
Nice.
Yes. And they
Very nice.
have a coffee smelling one. I know they got Cafe Paris.
Mm.
That just smells like like a iced coffee or like just one of those real fancy coffees.
Mm. That just makes you want to get a cup right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, and then like some of I like some of the fruitier ones for that you spray on, like they have the blackberry, raspberry, or what is it? No, is it blackberry or raspberry vanilla?
Oh, yes. You are partial to vanilla, aren't you?
I am.
Yes. Not a bad one to have either.
Yeah, totally good, totally good. Um, and then at the orchard, sometimes they have baked goods there, and Coop is totally keen on the apple cider donuts.
Yes. Yes. And I'll tell you what, the sugar ones are good, but the iced are the best. Oh my goodness. If you can get an iced apple cider donut,
Yeah.
that is amazing. But I'll tell you what, okay, my hubby has a little secret passion that he loves. It's like anytime Oreo has a different flavor, he has to buy them. Even if he only eats one out of the package, he has to try it, right? So he we found some, they were apple cider donut Oreos. We still have
Curious.
some in the cupboard. I have to be honest though, I tried it. It wasn't hateful, but I didn't think it really nailed what an apple cider donut actually tastes like. I have to admit that.
Oh,
But it was neat to
okay.
buy. It was neat to buy.
Yeah, yeah, it's good to know because I mean, there's probably some serious Oreo fans out there. That's good information for them.
And they may love them, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally. And they'll say, I'll just go ahead and stick to my candy corns. We'll just do that.
Hey, since we're talking about fall time, is there any movies that get you in the mood for watching in the fall?
Oh, yeah.
Give me one or two.
Oh, gladly. We love New York City. New York City
Uh-huh.
was one of those spots we went to all the time in the fall.
Yes, yes.
So I love anything about New York City. It really puts me in mind of fall time. I love Moonstruck.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love Moonstruck.
That is a good one. Yay. Good job.
Yes.
Anything else?
I also like Jaws because it's by the water and
Mm,
um, we're not too far from, the Great Lakes.
yeah.
So visiting there, around this time of year is always it reminds me of the atmosphere that's created in Jaws.
Right. And here's another good one. On the tip of New York City, we have Gotham City. And, you know, Batman of '89 was the bomb.
Oh
So
yes.
that, I think it did come out around that time. So it's a darker movie, so it just kind of puts you in the mood for, just that Tim Burton-esque feel.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh God, I'm glad you said something about Batman. Oh, near and dear to our hearts.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness. I think we're pretty ready for the season though. I mean, we could sit here for hours going on and on what we liked about it, but
we
I don't know.
could.
I think we should just go outside and enjoy it here a little bit.
We could and we should. But before we go, um, there's just work with Kennedy and I. Every year in the fall, Brock's comes out with a different flavor of candy corn. And last year, I don't know if they'll do it again this year, but last year they came out with one. I believe it was turkey dinner or turkey and dressing or something like that. Anyway, Kennard and I were brave enough to buy a bag. It took us a while to find one, but we bought a bag, but we never opened it, right? So and now we're afraid it's expired. So we're a little nervous to even try. We were nervous to try it then, but we're nervous to try it now for other reasons. So if anybody's If anybody has tried it and you liked it or didn't like it, let us know what we missed or didn't miss, okay? So,
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Coop. That's it'll be interesting to see if anybody else has ever heard of them. Or we just a couple of odd caramel apples. Either way, we'll go with it. Oh no, this was a good topic today. I mean, we're like we said at the beginning, we're at the cusp of fall time. We're saying goodbye to summer, and it is just a lovely time of year to roll into. I mean, nice segue into, you know, having more memories made,
yeah,
with one of our favorite times of year.
absolutely. Good choice. And that's it for this week's Apple Snack. But as you know, there's always more where that came from. So stay tuned. Subscribe, review, and spread the word. See you next time in the Retro Orchard, and thanks so much for listening.